Britt, we're a duo, so that's how we roll. And first of all, I just want to say thank you so much, Ben, for what you've created here. It's truly just special. And Brittany and I are so mission driven with what we're building in Live Good. We are so not money focused and mission driven. And that's one of the things that we see with people in the industry. We've been in the industry now for 9 years, and we see people in the industry that are they just chase the next dollar, chase the next deal. And for Brittany and I, we see the bigger picture of what Live Good will ultimately be. And for the first time in this industry for us, we're able to truly just have our cup filled with what we're doing here in Live Good, because we're creating something just greater than ourselves for so many people. And that's something I want to talk about today is team, T-E-A-M. I've always heard that so we've been in the network marketing industry for 9 years, and I've always heard team, together everyone achieves more, but I've never actually seen it. It's just been a fun rah-rah slogan. Whereas the truth is in Live Good, it applies, because what I do can help my team, what you do can help me, it just all around it applies. And how our compensation plan is structured, we genuinely have the together everyone achieves more concept, and it's not just a rah-rah statement. With that, what I'm going to be training on today is sharing your story and the importance of it. One of the things that we see when people struggle here is people will tell me, man, I'm struggling. Why am I, nobody's, I can't get anybody involved. And I go to their Facebook and I have no clue about anything to do with their life whatsoever. Like, I don't know them. It's just live good, live good, live good, live good, live good, live good, live good. So I say that to say this. I'm going to share my story with you, but you need to get good at sharing your story with other people. And over time, you're going to get better. But so for Brittany and I, we got started in this industry 9 years ago. I was a police officer. I had been doing that for 7 years at the time. I got into law enforcement because I'm a former foster kid who wanted to make a difference in the world. And I pursued that line of work. Brittany became a 911 dispatcher. And after 7 years with 3 kids, we're working opposite shifts, living paycheck to paycheck, struggling over money, fighting all the time. And our marriage is about to fall apart. And I found myself 9 years ago, this month, October of 2014, I pulled my squad car into my garage and I sat there and I contemplated taking my own life in my garage that night. And that was my rock bottom that just made me think, you know what, something's got to change. And then in January 2015, I made a post on Facebook that I was looking for a way to earn an extra income. And someone shared with me, said, hey, you should look at what I'm doing. I'm in the nutrition space, made about $6,000 my first year with little time commitment. So that's what got us into this industry, was because we saw hope for something better, right? And so we pursued that. The company we was with, we did well there. It ultimately made some changes, and that rocked our world. And we ended up going to another company, and again, we not so great things. And that's what led us to Live Good, because when we saw Live Good, we said, this is the real deal. Nobody gets hurt here. Nobody. I don't have anybody stuck on an auto ship. I'm not front loading anybody with, big old packages that they got to be paying to be commission qualified and all that. So with that, I say that, and that's a short version of my story, but that's who we are, right? And what drives us is because we want to make a difference. And so I say that to say, what's your story? Are you sharing that with your people? And maybe you don't even use social media. I don't know. We do. We use social media to do that, but maybe you're doing that in person. Maybe you're sharing your story. People need to know your story so that they can know who you are, because that's how they're going to trust you. That's how they're going to trust you enough to take a look at this Live Good thing, right? And so Brittany and I, people often ask us, when we first heard Ben and Nodder talk about recruit 100 people in a year, I said, what if I do twice that in half the time? So just the other day, we actually recruited number 200 in 6 months and 1 day. And so I say that because, thank you. I say that because we feel like we're just creating something bigger, but here's why we were able to do that. Because my people Our people for 9 years have known who we are. So when because you can go to my Facebook and you know what I was doing today. I was moving my wife's gym from this house to another house. Yesterday, I was installing cameras at my new house with my little brother, and people know who I am by looking at my Facebook. So when I reach out to them and I say, hey, will you check out what I'm doing? They got 9 years of history of saying, well, I know Josh and Brittany. We know them. We followed them for a long time. So the biggest thing I would say, the biggest training tip I would give is just be very intentional about your people knowing who you are. And with that, Mama always makes sure she fills in the gaps. So
I don't know, I have a lot. I was just gonna say, make sure you, when you're telling your story, be authentic, because people know if you are lying or fibbing or trying to be somebody that you're not. Like, don't think I need an elaborate story like Josh and Brittany's story to be able to help somebody. Just be who you are and share why you're doing LiveGood, why you want to achieve more in life, and people will be attracted to that, instead of just trying to be something flashy and something that you're not.
Yeah. Yeah. So one more thing, Tracy, you always recommend books, so I had to as well. Hustle. People at the Top of the Mountain didn't fall there by Joshua Medcalf. I had to recommend, I've been reading that book, and Tracy, I'm actually coming for you on the leaderboard right now. I'm a target focused person. I'm right behind you. So thank you. I'll pass it back to you, Ben. Thank you so much for having us on.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Josh and Britt. That was awesome. And I feel like I need to start sharing my story on Facebook more. I don't post nearly enough, maybe like once a year. But yeah, a lot of that stuff is powerful. And you're right. People relate to people. Josh talked about stories, sharing your story. I mean, facts tell. I heard this early in my network marketing career. Facts tell, stories sell. You can talk about how many grams of protein we have in our protein. You can talk about how many different ingredients we have in our super greens, but that doesn't mean anything. But when you tell them a story, this helped me lose 10 pounds. This helped me be able to get my metabolism where I need it to be. I'm actually pooping again, where I have not stopped up anymore. I mean, whatever the story is, stories sell, and people relate to that much more than, hey, it's got some great ingredients in there, right? So that's absolutely true. And one thing you said was pretty powerful, because it was one of the things that, one of Notter's selling points to me to try to get me to come do this, and that was nobody gets hurt. And he said that, and I'm like, that makes sense. Nobody gets hurt. We're only helping people. And that was a big reason that this company even exists, is because Nutter said nobody gets hurt. And I absolutely love that. So thank you for recognizing that. Great job. You guys are awesome. Congratulations, 200 members in personally enrolled members in 6 months. That is awesome. I'm going to get that book. You guys are awesome. You're invited back. Good job. All right. Let's go out to Reno, Nevada. Dr. Aaron Oxall. Excited to hear what you got for us.
Oh my gosh, my neck is sore from nodding. I'm just so excited about everything that's been on this call. Thank you so much. I just had to post. We're not only dropping new products, we're dropping prices over here. I mean, so disruptive. Josh and Britt, I cannot wait to get to know you. You just inspired me. I'm going to talk about mission. I was going to talk about something else. We're going to talk about mission. How do you find your mission? I'm going to show you all how you can break up with motivation, because when you know your mission, you don't need motivation. I have to show you something my daughters made me for a Christmas gift. If you can't read it, it says, I'm not bossy, I'm motivational. So here's the thing. I don't need to wake up every morning and say, okay, I need to get motivation to build this. When you know what your mission is, it will pull you. You will not need to push. Who would like to give up the pushing and, pushing a boulder up a hill? Like, no one wants to live like that, but you've got to figure out what your mission is, and that will pull you. So how do you figure out what your mission is? There's a couple ways to easily find your mission if you don't know what it is. Your mission is different than a goal. So my goal is to be crown diamond. My mission is to set the captives free. But here's how you find out your mission. It's usually a combination of these three things. What are you really, really gifted at? It's something that you've been told your whole entire life. Tracy's probably been told something about her whole entire life, ever since she was a little girl. Like she's been told something. That's your gift. I've always been able to see things. So it kind of makes sense. I'm a disruptor, right? But I've been a truth teller. I can see humans. I'm a psychologist. My gift is I can see you. I can see you. So that is part of your mission. Another way to find your mission is either what breaks your heart or what really makes you mad. What breaks my heart is when people don't understand their worthiness. They don't understand that bliss is their birthright. They don't understand that abundance is available for everyone. Well, that came because I struggled so many years of questioning my worth. So when I say I'm here to set the captives free, I know what that means. Free from unworthiness, free from limitation, free from stress, free from fear, free to be all that they were created to be, free to be healthy. I know that healthy living freed me from clinical depression that also had me suicidal 9 years ago. Josh, you and I were probably in the same boat about at the same time. I am the happiest person I know. And I'm not saying that to impress you. I'm saying that to impress upon you that when you are freed from that, you cannot help but share it with people. If I would have known how great I would feel, I would like to think I would have done it way sooner. We have a gift that can set people free. And the world of psychology and the world of medicine doesn't want anyone to know because it doesn't make them money. You've never seen a medical conference sponsored by carrots, have you? No, you haven't. It's because it doesn't make them money. We have the secret to set people free. So what breaks your heart or what makes you angry? And then third, you could also probably find your mission with what just makes you so happy and so excited. But what if you got on Facebook Messenger today and said, you know what? I've been given an assignment. I've been told to share my mission with 10 people today, and you're it. My mission is to set the captives free. I know that sounds a little grandiose, okay? But what I mean by that is, I don't know, I found a way to set our finances free. I have found a way to set my health free. Like, can I bless you with that? What if you did that? What if you shared your mission? Nodder, you're going to have a heart attack over there. You are so funny. I love watching. If you go all see Nodder on this call, he is so amazing. Share your mission and then keep your mission on the dashboard of your brain. My hunch is if you were in Josh and Britt's world, you would know their mission. You could wake them up at 2 a.m. and be like, what are Josh and Britt's mission? People around them would know. People know my mission, but you got to find your mission and share your mission, and your mission pulls you. I don't have to ask myself if I'm motivated. It's an easier, softer way to do things, isn't it? Isn't it a more fun way to do things? I'm just pulled by it. And it makes me appear insanely productive. I'm just clear focused. I just have clarity, and that makes me very productive. Okay. But I'm so crystal clear on my mission. So I hope that blessed you. Thank you. Thank you, Josh and Britt, for that. Amazing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Aaron. Powerful stuff. Bliss is your birthright. Abundance is available for everybody. And yeah, share your mission. Guys, people follow a mission. And like Josh and Britt said as well, you know, they're not necessarily in this for the money. They're in it for the mission. I know Ryan and Lisa are in this for the mission of changing people's health, getting people healthy, fixing this sick world. Nodder's in it to change the network marketing industry. I mean, we are all in this thing together, and we all have a common mission, which is to make things better on top of our individual mission. So that was absolutely awesome. Nodder, Aaron said some nice things about you. You want to add anything?
Why you do that to me right now? Thank you for saying all the nice things, but ladies and gentlemen, Aaron, I love you, sis. Here's the thing. Everybody's different, but they all have a heart. Okay, you can be as professional as you want to be. You can keep your Facebook, social media, MySpace as professional as you want to be. You want to be goofy if you want to be. The people are attracted to different things, but the bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, listen very carefully. Getting healthy and staying healthy and saving money is not a fad. It's gonna be there forever. It's not something that Oprah is gonna say something else about, oh, you don't need to be healthy anymore, or celebrities gonna, no. This is a revolution, and the reason we're starting with the most advanced nutritional products on earth, very close to wholesale, is because we know how to get the word out. I'm not a whistleblower of MLM. I'm excited about this because Ben and I love this industry, and yeah, it took a lot to bring him out of retirement, but look what you all are doing with the timing being so perfect. And like we said, or Ben said earlier, that was the first timing. People's buying habits shifting is the first wave. Talk about a double whammy. Just wait till the next one comes when people are sick and tired of being sick and go making the doctors richer. I love what Dr. Aaron just said. When was the last time you saw a carrot? Go ahead and sponsor some pharmaceutical event. Thank you for the kind words. Back to you, boss.
Awesome. All right, let's go out to Atlanta, Georgia. Tracy Walker, you're
Good
up.
afternoon. Thank you, sir. And what a pleasure. It's so good to see you guys again, Josh and Britt. You guys are always smiling, like just the energy is vibrating through the computer. So thank you for your energy. I want to do two things. Number one, Ben talked about people submitting testimonials. So if I want to share a quick little testimonial format that I think might be helpful, because I know sometimes when you start talking about how great something has been for you, literally he said like 30 to 45 seconds. I can almost guarantee there will be 0 videos 30 to 45 seconds. And whoever the team is that has to, siphon through that is going to be pulling their hair out. So I'm going to do my best to share a short test. I'm going to give you the format, okay? Write it down. If you're watching this and you don't catch it right away, go back and watch the replay so I can kind of keep moving with it. But here's the format. Hey, my name is, right? Put your name right there. From, and then your city. So that sounds like, hey, my name is Tracy Walker out of Atlanta, Georgia. Boom, okay? Next statement. Prior to getting started with Super Reds, prior to knowing about LiveGood, prior to this, before getting started with, right? A time before having this, so prior to or before starting with the CBD oil, right? And then you share what was the problem, right? I was having back pain. I couldn't sleep at night. I had chronic fatigue. I had this, and this. Okay, it's very short. So prior to getting started with this product, here was my problem. As a result of taking or using the pain cream, after 30 days, here's my result, right? After taking the factor 4, after 2 weeks, here was my result. Since implementing the coffee along with the collagen, here's what happened to my skin. Here's what happened to my, whatever that is, right? So prior to, here's your problem. As a result of, here's your testimonial. And then you want to give like a recommendation. So if you're looking for a way to clear your skin and you want it to be relevant to your testimonial. So if you're talking about collagen, then don't say, well, if you're looking to get rid of arthritic pain, right? Because that's not relevant. So if you're going to talk about skin, hair, nails in your testimonial, then that's who you're talking to. So if you're looking for a way to grow your hair, if you're looking for a way to have more strength in your nails or more clearer skin, I highly recommend you get your hands on the collagen today. That's the testimonial. If you do that right, it's probably about 30, 45 seconds, right? So here it is in totality. Hey guys, my name is Tracy Walker out of Atlanta, Georgia. Prior to getting started with the collagen from LiveGood, I was looking for a way to clear my skin, get rid of, wrinkles and really start to age backwards like Benjamin Button. But since I started mixing my collagen with my coffee, I realized I look like I'm 25. People are running to give me hugs because they think I'm just so beautiful. And if you are a person that is looking to age backwards too, make sure you get with the person that told you about LiveGood and get the collagen today. That's the testimonial format. All this other stuff, guys, kind of save it.
Awesome. Perfect. Love it.
Were you going to say something, Dr. Ryan?
No, I was just cracking up, Tracy.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I love you guys. I
So
love
that was
this.
the first thing. I just wanted to throw that out there because I'm really trying to save corporate some time with the testimonials and give people a way to say what they need to say concisely. Okay. Second thing was really about the training today. And Josh and Britt kind of talked about it in reference to, they were talking about social media, right? Talking about your story and being authentic. And one of the things that, I was looking at an article today. It's on a website called True List. And it says 72%, I'm going to read this, it says 72% of sellers, it's all about network marketing, right? It's network marketing stats. And it says 70% of sellers who use social media surpass their sales quota. Okay, they surpass their sales quota. So social media plays a big part in network marketing growth. As many as 72% of sellers who use social media to contact people exceeded their sales quotas by almost 23%. The same percentage outperforms those who don't use social media in their sales strategies. 54% of surveyed individuals, meanwhile, have completed deals with their engagement on social networks. So one of the things that's important, as we all will talk about, is leverage social media, right? But you have to leverage social media the right way. You have to leverage social media in an effective way. And I really think that was kind of the core point of Josh and Britt from the standpoint of being authentic and telling your story, because I was literally on the phone with 3 people the other day because I couldn't take it. I reached out, and they're all LiveGood people. Some of them, a couple of them might have been in my team, maybe not, but literally it's LiveGood all up and down the wall. And I said, how many people have you signed up with these posts, right? And people were like, none, nobody. Like, right. So if you are constantly just being LiveGood poster board, right? LiveGood advertising media, right? People will tune you out. We love LiveGood. It's not about not advertising LiveGood. It's not about not being excited about LiveGood. It's about understanding that if all you ever say on your wall is LiveGood and pictures of LiveGood and pictures of products and pictures, people will say, there's nothing for me to come to your wall about. There's nothing interesting here. There's nothing for me to relate to here. There's nothing that I get out of being around you. So then they just don't come around you. And so if you want to draw people in, you draw people in through the relatability. You draw people in through similarities. You draw people in through sharing your life. And I don't mean like all of the finer details of it, but just so if you're moving today, if you got a new LiveGood shirt, that's fine, right? If you are taking your child to Chuck E. Cheese today, I think those things are great, but I think also you have to keep in mind who you're talking to. And so if you're talking to a target of people who are in the retirement sector, maybe talking about, your bowling isn't going to be attractive to them. So one last quote. If you love to do something, make it a hobby. If the world loves to do it, make it a business. And that's what LiveGood did. LiveGood took what people love to do, which is be healthy, take supplements, and buy these types of things, and they made it a business. Now, if you have a hobby that's in alignment with that business, share the alignment so that other people like you can see the bridge. But if you're only talking about LiveGood and people can't identify how it can relate to them and bridge into their lifestyle and why it's so important and why it was important for you, because you're just advertising, you're not marketing. Marketing is solving a problem for a group of people and bridging them, then you're going to lose more people than necessary. You're going to take the 72% of sellers who are actually closing deals and sales. You're not going to meet that, and you're going to think that it's all a bunch of crap. And I really want you to know that you can be a part of that 72% just as well as anybody else if you're just a little bit more effective, bridge the problems with the solution, and really bring people into your mix by being authentic and showing them how LiveGood fits in to your life, and then they can try to figure out how it fits into their life as well. So with that, back over to you, Ben.
Awesome. That was powerful. So a few questions just for clarification and stuff, because a lot of what that said is what Britt and Josh said, what Aaron said. So you want to talk about yourself on social media, share with what's going on, as vulnerable or not as you want to be. Don't always just show your highlight reel all the time. And so, if you're a car mechanic, for example, and that's your job, that's your hobby, that's your life, and what you talk about on Facebook. How do you kind of make LiveGood part of that? Maybe, it's helped me have more energy to focus more at work or stuff like that. Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I'm thinking that mechanic got started in LiveGood for a reason. That mechanic knows exactly why they got started. And if the reason they got started was for energy, if the reason they got started was for more income, if the reason they got started is because they want to generate income without the manual labor, I think that is the angle that they should speak from, because there are other people who may not be mechanics, but who may be manual laborists in terms of their career or their work, what they're doing in work. So if a person truly got into LiveGood because they do not want to do manual labor, I think sharing that and why, not saying, oh, I'm making $1 million, not saying, oh my God, my life is completely changed today, but I'm on a journey to changing my life. And I saw a vehicle to help me do it. And as a result, yeah, I made an extra $25 my first day. And I didn't have to work as hard for that $25 as I do over here being a mechanic. So if you're looking for a way to also leverage that, I want you to come with me on the journey. Follow me, right? Stay in contact. I'll be sharing tips on how I'm combining my mechanic world with my new home-based business. And if you see fit, if you see value, I'll invite you to, come hang out with me and take a look at what we're doing.
Awesome. All right. So would you post immediately, hey, I just joined this business because I'm looking for more energy. I'm looking for ways to make more money. In fact, I just saved $50 on my first order of what I would, spend on other products. Would you do that like immediately when you get in, or would you wait and then say, hey, I got started this business a few weeks ago. I didn't want to tell anyone until I actually got an opportunity to try the products. They're awesome. They're helping me have more focus, more energy, and I'm even making some money on the side. Which one or do both work?
Yeah, for me, and you might want to ask some of the other panelists too, but for me personally, I would definitely say that I'm getting started, but I wouldn't, me personally, I would not approach it from, oh, I saved money doing this. Oh, I'm getting it, because that's not really the point, right? If I'm a mechanic and I'm getting started because I want to get out of my job, if that's my point, then I'm going to have a short little authentic story about, listen, I've been doing this for 15 years, right? I've never made any more than X amount of dollars. And I'm at a point now where I want to do more, right? As a result, I realized I had to incorporate other streams of income. And I found something that I believe is going to help me to get there. The name of the company is LiveGood, and the mission is this. I'm going to be talking more about that as I go, but I'm going to invite you guys to take a look at what it is that I'm doing. If you're interested, you can DM me, you can, whatever, comment, and I'll be happy to share more. But right now, I want you guys to know that if you're ever looking for a way to create some additional income or get healthier, this, this may be a way to do it. So reach out. So I would definitely tell a story, but I wouldn't try to make it a sales pitch, my initial story out of the gate. I wouldn't.
Awesome. Love it. And would you mention the company name in that post, or would you?
I would, yeah, because I don't have a problem with mentioning the company name. I think that if you mention the company name in a sales pitchy, sign up, join my team, it's almost 800,000 people, I think that's going to be the turnoff. But just to simply say, hey, the name of the vehicle, name of the company is LiveGood. We have a mission to help people get healthy and wealthy and be able to do it by, saving money on whatever, I think that is a very powerful way to get people curious about it without trying to sell them and making people put their guard up. We want people to bring their guard down, not go up.
Awesome. Love it. You rock. Thank you so much, Tracy. I love that. Bring your hobby with your business, merge it, bridge the gap, put it in alignment, all that awesome stuff. Great job, as always. All right, let's close it out with our good friend in outside of Phoenix, Scottsdale. Trisha Costa, what do you got for us today?
Hey guys, this call is so amazing. I love you guys. I love all of you guys. And it's so strange how whatever I think about talking about, it's right in sync. When Josh and Britt started, I'm like, oh, that's what I'm talking about today. This is amazing. And I agree with, what Tracy was saying 100% too. You guys are amazing. This call is so much fun as well. Being able to see, not everybody sees all the faces throughout the whole call, but being able to see everybody is super fun. And so here's one thing, guys, that we talk about a lot is like, oh, it's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. And I think when we do that, we set people up to fail. It's the easiest thing I've ever done, but it's still a business. It's still work. You still have to show up every day. And you do need to build your influence. What does influence mean? Credibility, right? Back in the day, for us older folks here, it's just credibility. Back in the day when you were in network marketing and there was no social media, the people that had the most credibility are the people that had success. They had a big Rolodex, right? If you are a millennial, you probably don't even know what that means. But back in the day, it was the Rolodex. They used to say the thicker the Rolodex, the more money you're going to make. So a lot of people. So again, it goes to what Josh and Britt were saying, which is you have to have people that know you, like you, and trust you. That's credibility. That's influence that you have over people. So that's what you use social media for. Back in the day, we networked. We sat down for coffee with people. We told them about what we do. We went to mixers. We went to the Chamber of Commerce, to LiTip and BNI groups. Now that's social media. But how did we do it with BNI? We got to know people. They knew us, they liked us, they trusted us, and then they joined. It's the same thing. So with Facebook posting, if you want to go to my page and see the post that I have pinned to the very top of my page, I'm just introducing myself. I'm just saying, hey, this is who I am. I'm married. I have a 17-year-old. I probably share where I was born and where I live and what I'm all about. What do I believe in? So that way, when people click, if I'm prospecting people online and they click on my page, the first thing they're going to see is who I am. So now they either like me or they don't. And if they don't like me, I don't want to work with them anyway, right? Because I'm looking for my tribe. I'm looking for my peeps, the people that see my page and they're like, oh, I can totally relate to this lady. I like her. I want to work with her. So that's what you're doing. You are looking for the people that are looking for you. That's all you're doing on social media. You're not trying to convince anybody, to join you. You're not trying to sell LiveGood. You're just trying to find the people that can relate to you, that they feel like they really know. It's almost like that Hollywood syndrome, like you feel like, Taylor Swift, for example, and then you either like or you don't like her. That's what social media does for you. You become this Taylor Swift of Facebook. They either like you or they don't. And if they do, they begin to follow you and they begin to kind of build a relationship with you through your posts, your stories, and what you're doing. And I love what Tracy said about the, selling, because what I see a lot is text about, 20 grams of protein and that kind of stuff, and then a link. So first of all, I think I said this last week, Facebook sabotages your post. So it's not going to show it to anybody anyway, because you're taking people off of the platform when you just put a link. There's no picture, there's no video, there's nothing attached to it. With that, guys, you want to build your skills, because posts that have pictures are going to get more attention. Videos are going to get more attention. So you want to build your skills. Do a short video with a testimonial like Tracy just showed you how to do, to step a little bit outside of your comfort zone. Because at the end of the day, the only reason why we fail in anything in our lives is because we create excuses. That's it. We're full of excuses. And Aaron probably knows this better than me, but it's human psychology to feel better when we blame something or someone. And I learned that, even though I'm not a psychologist, I learned that with my son when he was like 5 years old, and he came home and he's like, hey, I got in trouble today. I got a purple card, but it's because Jake was talking. As if that changes the outcome, right? You still have the purple card, but here's my answer to him. Okay, guess what? If it's Jake's fault, your career in school is done, because now he's in control. So we need to take responsibility. I love taking the blame. It's always my fault, always. If I fail, it's my fault. You know why? Because then I'm in control and I know how to fix it. Now I can look for the solution. But if I blame somebody, if I'm like, well, I'm failing because my upline is so bad, well, I'm still failing, but now it's my upline's fault. So how can I fix that? I can't fix it. Now I'm never going to succeed because I'm depending on my upline to fix it for me. So guys, take responsibility. Whatever it is that you're failing in your life, it can be personal relationships, LiveGood, anything. It's always your fault. And I know it's hard to hear that because we like for people to sympathize. We want the people that say, oh yeah, your upline is so bad. I feel so bad for you. We love that because we stay in the comfort zone, but we have to step out of that. And that's the only reason why we fail in life, is because we don't take full responsibility. We're always trying to find excuses. So I have it right here on my wall. It says, no more excuses, just massive action. And with that, I do have to share with you guys that we found an amazing hotel. I'm not allowed to share the name yet, but we have an amazing hotel in Las Vegas for April 19th and 20th. It's going to be a really fun event. We're also going to have a VIP pool party. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. And Monday, we're going to announce more things. And I always like to remember you guys that this is not a corporate event. This is Kelly Toller, Jesse Garcia, and myself putting this together. And so corporate has no responsibility on it, but we're going to have a lot of fun. And that's it. Back to you, Ben. Thank you. I love these calls. They're super fun. You guys are awesome.